Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I'm super excited to be bringing you another video. My name is Onyinye Okoye and I like to call myself the Wonder Woman. This is Coach Onyinye bringing you value, and today I'm going to talk about selling. I'm not selling. I need to sell more. What do I need to do in order for me to sell more? I need more money. Nobody is buying. These and so many more are the complaints we hear every day. So I'm here to share with you tips on how you can sell more. Are you ready? Let's go straight into it. My tip number one is this: your mindset. If you do not fix your mindset, you're not going to sell anything. If you say you cannot do it, you are never going to do it. But if you say you can do it, then you're going to be able to do it. So you need to fix your mindset. It is really important that you fix your mindset. Very important. Because success starts from the mind, and what you think in your heart is what you become. So the more I say I can do this thing, the more I'm going to find ways to actually do it. But if I give up and say, oh, I can't do it, then I'm never going to do it. So my first tip is fix your mindset. Have a positive selling mindset and tell yourself that you are going to sell. That is it. Number two tip, greatest tip I'm going to give to you is do away with excuses. If you leave room for any form of excuse at all, you are not going to sell. If you say, oh, my product or my service is expensive, nobody is going to buy. If you say, oh, the product is not working, or my location is a problem, or I don't know how to do social media, Facebook. If you keep finding excuses why you are not selling, you're not going to sell. So if you want to sell more, you need to do away with these numerous excuses. Very important. Rather, ask yourself, how can I find my way around these excuses? How can I find success around these excuses? And that's one sure way you're going to be able to sell. Now, let's move into selling properly, because the first two things I just spoke about is all about mindset. Now, let's go into selling properly. I'm going to say this as my tip number three. Make sure you understand and know the product you are selling. Understand what the product does, understand what the testimonials have been like, have samples of the testimonials before and afters. Make sure you understand your product. I want you to understand your product, but I don't want you to go selling to somebody and mentioning all the ingredients in your product. No. But you might meet somebody that wants to know the key ingredients in your product. So it's better you have this information. The more knowledge you have about your product, the more confident you're going to be when you sell it. So take your catalog, go through it, look at your product. What are the ingredients? What does it do? What can it do? What are the side effects? These are all the things you need to understand about your product. Because if you have the information and the knowledge, you're not going to be intimidated by anybody. Rather, you're going to give in your best in order for you to sell that particular product or that particular service. So it's very important you have good knowledge about what you're selling. My tip number 4 is this: if you don't show, you will not sell. If you do not show, you will not sell. Make sure you are showing your product. Make sure you're showing your product physically. Make sure you're showing your product through the internet. Use your social media, use your Facebook, use your Instagram, use your TikTok, use everything that you use on social media to show people your product. It is only when people see your product that they are going to buy. So for instance, I'm holding this bag right now. You don't know what is in this bag, but until I open the bag and bring out this powder and show this powder to you, then you would know that there's a powder in the bag that is for sale. So if you keep all your products in your bag, you're not showing anybody your product. You keep all your products in your house, under your bed, in your drawer, nobody is going to know what you're selling. So the more you show, the more you sell. I'm not selling. The question is, am I showing enough? You need to show your product enough. You need to talk about your product, passionately about it. You need to use your WhatsApp status, your Facebook story, and make sure you are showing and showing and showing. And remember, showing to sell is a process. That I posted something on my status doesn't mean that everybody on your contact list must buy from you immediately. No. but you're registering something in their brain. You're making them know that you sell this particular product. So one day, it might be 5 months down the line, somebody who saw something on your status might contact you and say, oh, I saw this thing and I want to buy it. Or the person might hear somebody else looking for a particular product and say, oh, there's this person on my list who is always posting on her status. Let me check for this person. And then the person can connect you to the next person. So if you're not showing, you're not going to sell. You show somebody once a week, or I know some people who show 3 people, or you show 5 people, and they all tell you no, they cannot buy. They give you excuses. Oh, it's too expensive. Oh, I cannot buy it. And then you just get discouraged and you stop showing, and then you say you're not selling. That's not true. You only showed 5 people who turned you down. What about the other hundreds of people around your environment? So you need to move beyond that. Now, my next tip for you is this. Move beyond complain. I know this is similar to the excuses, but some people say, oh, people around me cannot afford it. There's always somebody who can afford your product if you can find them. So if you think the person on your street cannot afford your product, why don't you move to the streets of the people that can afford your product? I don't know if you understand what I mean, but you have to always move beyond your complaint to find the people that you are looking for. If you sit down and continue complaining, you will not find them. Where can you find them? How will I use this as an example? For example, you live in Ajegunle, in quote and unquote, and you keep complaining that it is your location. Why don't you take out time to go to the location you think you'll find those people and try to show your product? But if you ask me personally, I don't believe that location is a problem, because there are always people in every location that can afford your product. All you need to do now brings me to my next point. In order for you to sell more, you need to give value. You need to solve problems. Yes. The more problems you solve, the more you're going to sell. So if I know that this powder is a long-lasting powder, anybody who uses this powder can have the powder on for as long as possible, then I am going to look for people who sweat a lot, look for people who have extremely oily skin, and recommend my beautiful powder to the person. I'll be like, oh, this is going to give you super stay, longer stay, it's not going to crack and all of that. So you need to solve people's problems. Oh, I'm having problem with this part of my body. What product do you have that can solve that problem? So this can always work in every location, because in every location there are people who have problems. Is there somebody who is always sweating under the armpits? Then you have a product to give to the person. Is there somebody who has terrible acne? Then you have a product to give the person. So selling is possible. It is your mindset that needs to change. You need to move away from complaints. You need to find the people you think can afford your product, and you also need to solve people's problems. If you're out solving people's problems, you're going to sell more and more and more and more and more. Now, my next tip is this. Always ask for referrals. Every time you make a sale, always ask for referrals. That you made a sale to Mr. A today doesn't mean it is closed. Follow up with Mr. A. Ask him how he enjoyed the product. Ask him if he has 1 or 2 friends or family members who would also want to enjoy or use that same product. And then you're definitely going to get a referral. So always ask for a referral. Selling is not hard, but we just fail to learn how to sell. But I'm happy that you're watching this video, and if you've watched this video this far, why don't you drop the word star, S-T-A-R, because you're a star and you really want to learn. So drop the word star in the comment section below, because you really, really want to learn. I want you to also go out and find materials that will teach you how to sell. Go on YouTube, any webinar, trainings. Your company might organize 1 or 2 trainings on how to sell. Always plug into those trainings and listen to other people tell you their experiences of how they sell. Now, I heard this tip from somebody in my team. She said anytime she posts a product and people view her product on her status, she does not even wait for them to comment. She goes and sends that particular product to the people directly, one by one, telling them that, oh, I saw that you viewed my product. Will you be interested in this product? So there are different ways for you to sell. But remember that a closed mouth is a closed destiny. Nobody is going to come and open your mouth and force you to talk. If you want to sell, you need to show up. You need to post it. You need to talk about it. You need to post testimonials, before and afters. You need to post yourself with the product. And you cannot just keep posting, for example, a picture of this alone. Why don't you post a picture of yourself? with that particular product? Or why don't you do a 10 seconds video of you applying that product and talking about the product? With video advertising or with more personalized advertising, you're definitely going to sell more. Selling is not difficult. It's all dependent on you. And if you tell yourself you're going to sell, you're definitely going to sell more. So I don't know if you found any value in this video whatsoever. If you did, let me know in the comment section. And remember, selling is easy, selling is possible, selling is achievable. Yes, all you have to do is put yourself out there, have a positive mindset, move away from excuses and complaints, make sure you do video tutorials, personalized advertising, and make sure you always show up. Remember to subscribe, like, drop a comment, and share with your team members as well. And I'll see you when next I bring you another video. Bye guys.